My name is Professor Ahmad Shokutama. I am the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Federal University Dutse. I came into office on the 26th day of May 2025. To be candid, it is not very easy to actually shortlist the number of achievements this gentleman has actually made in this university in just a few minutes. The reason is he has actually achieved a lot. And I want to tell you that many can be forgotten while you are narrating his stories and legacies. But as far as I know, Professor Abdul Karim, first of all, he's a man of high integrity. Why I said so is when he came into this university, we were in the same faculty, and I saw the kind of commitment he has. He's a person that is very, very committed to his duties and responsibilities. Sometimes you see him coming to the university earlier than we that lives in the town. Sometimes I even laugh and ask him, sir, did you sleep here? He will say no. He came from Khan. That is a sign of commitment. Now, when he was appointed as a Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Services, to be candid, he has achieved a lot. But I want to jump to from the time when he is appointed as the Vice Chancellor. I want to vividly tell the public that I'm a partisan in the election or selection of this Vice Chancellor, because that time I was a council member representing the Senate. This gentleman is a man that has what we call patience, humility, and perseverance. He is a man that actually believes in Allah and the Tawheed. During the election, he called me personally and said, there's no problem, even if he is not being elected. That is, Alhamdulillah, at least has made something tangible in the university. I said, sir, inshallah, you're going to win. And believe me, you will see it during the election. He was elected finally, even though with a lot of issues around by some opponents. But when he started, it was actually miraculous. The very year he started, I left for what we call sabbatically. That was a big investment. When I came back, he has already achieved more than 1/3 of his total targets in the university, because he has what is called 11-point agenda. He has achieved more than 3 of them. So when I returned back from my sabbatical, I realized that this gentleman is fast doing, very fast in achieving. In fact, he's a great achiever and an early achiever for that matter. I joined the university after my sabbatical and I started. There was a short crisis in the faculty, which I belong, which is Faculty of Science then. This gentleman called me. He said, Professor Tama, I know there is nothing you cannot help me out. I said, sir, this is very bad. Please help me and become my Dean Faculty of My Sciences. I said, no problem, sir. But I want to plead that you should kindly help me also to maybe overcome whatever problem I cannot solve in the process of my being the dean. He said, there's no problem. I belong to that faculty and inshallah I'll do all my best. What is called e-library, it is not found in every university. I confronted this gentleman overnight. He directed instantly that, do you have the solution? I said, yes. Let me have the solution. He signed and asked the director of works, the librarian, and everybody to immediately act instantly. And I want to tell you, miraculously, in 5 days, it is over and we have our e-library working. This was the first achievement this gentleman had with me before, that's immediately after my being our selection as a dean. So that is the beginning of how I understand this man is an achiever. So I started pursuing so many things. In my faculty in particular, he is responsible for the split of the faculty. Faculty of Science was then the largest faculty in the university, with about 10 departments and almost 10 programs. Because of this largeness or size and what have you, so many chaos, problems and what have you emanated. With his experience and my own experience, we split the faculty into two. Faculty of Life Sciences and Faculty of Physical Sciences. He said, okay, Dean, who do you think can we give as the new Dean of the Physical Sciences? I say, including the Life Sciences, no. The Life Sciences, you maintain it because you are the first person to have done this. So you must continue, but who is, I suggested names, and he chose one of the best names. That's why. We went to the building, he supplied all the necessary equipment and materials required by the faculty in excess. Because I could recall, even the new dean was surprised. Many of the older departments that were brought to these faculties were actually surprised, meaning that they came and met so many things which they used to have or they didn't used to have in their former department. So they are now having double share. That time, even in Taiwan, I said, okay, get the new one and leave the old one. Immediately after that, gentlemen, this same BC also intervened in the split of biological science department, which was the then major problem in the Faculty of Science. It was split into 3 departments, and this is a great achievement, I want to tell you, in this university, especially in my faculty. So the department was split into biology, animal and environmental biology, and plant biology. Each one has a separate HOD, separate buildings and whatever. They were given different questions to occupy in the faculty, and they have been doing very well up to now. There is no single problem. That's how we started. So immediately after that, so many other things came up. We were successful in the accreditation of about 7 programs in the faculty. That's from Faculty of Science to now Faculty of Life Sciences. This gentleman gave everything we needed for any accreditation, and that was why God made it. We got all our program duly and fully accredited. So this is a very nice achievement again. Laboratories. There used to be laboratories that were not having equipment. For example, tissue culture laboratory, which is a very essential one in the university. That time, the tissue culture belongs to the Department of Microbiology and Biotechnology, which the Vice Chancellor belonged to. But it was not working. Instantly, he made sure that all the equipment were supplied within that particular faculty. This is a fact that I'm only talking from one faculty. Now think of other faculties. The reason why I said this is because I was the former dean of that particular faculty. I know very much well about the faculty. And the same thing happened to art and social sciences, management and computer and many other faculties. Virtually more than 33 different courses were accredited in the university all over in the same year, and virtually all of them except one, which was cybersecurity, did not get full accreditation. Now on the staff welfare, I cannot actually overemphasize his efforts. I could recall very well, it's only every year that has been given hazard allowances to virtually all its workers. This time around, I can vividly say that most of the workers, even those that are not actually been listed in the IPPIs to be given this, they have been given because of its welfare activities. He has done it and is still doing it. When it comes to salary, nobody complains because we hardly ever have salary shortage or salary lateness or delay in payment of salary. So this is very, very clear. Now, by the time my tenure was almost over, this gentleman appointed me as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Services. And I saw it as a challenge because he is an achiever. So I should join him in the same field. Otherwise, something would be a different story. What I mean is, if I cannot join an achiever, then I will be the only failure. He will achieve automatically because he has been achieved. So I tried my best to do what can be done. After my inception, I realized that this Vice Chancellor has some issues in the academic office. One of which he has wanted actually since 2023 that our inaugural lecture should have commenced. So I took it as a challenge, and I promise him that inshallah it's going to start, and we'll be doing it on on 3 months basis. So we started, and it is in fact very soon we are going to have another one. We have the first maiden inaugural lecture, and we are going to have another one after 5 months. The reason why it went to this 5 months is because of the transition processes that we actually undergo. Secondly, in my academic service affair, we have made some tremendous changes in the manner examinations are being conducted in the university. The Vice Chancellor has given us all the necessary support, and we have changed issues like invigilation, lectures, and what have you. The Vice Chancellor, in his humility, he actually directed that we should form a committee to look into the issue of how to monitor examination and lectures. We have succeeded in that, and we are receiving many reports. Lecturers are doing better now. Invigilators are doing better. I want to say that with this particular effort of the Vice Chancellor, the number of culprits or malpractices in this university has drastically reduced. Again, in my own capacity as the Deputy Vice Chancellor, we realize that students are actually not coming to attend lectures, especially the spillover students. So we have targeted a particular issue, and that issue is because they realize that yes, when they don't come for 1 or 2 course lectures, at the end of the year, they can be waived or concession pass be given to them. We raised this issue at Senate, and he supported us. And it was approved instantly that concessional pass should have a particular peg amount. We pegged it at 25%. This issue went round because there was a sort of misunderstanding between other scholars. They thought our pass mark is 40%. Sorry, it's 25%. And when the Vice Chancellor was called upon to actually clarify by the minister, this gentleman clearly made it that our pass mark is 40 to 44% and not 25%. That constitutional pass is due to a condition when a student has consistently registered for a course and could not pass up to the time when his residency is exhausted. The minister called him, and now, inshallah, it is going to be made a policy, and I believe that one is not unconnected with our effort. So it's another achievement. I'm talking directly or straight to what I am saying or what I've been concerned here, particularly what I'm deeply involved in. Now, generally, when you look at the affair of the university, he is the person that is responsible for this particular building we are in now, the new Senate. This new Senate is a great achievement because it is easily comparable with the old one. Everybody will appreciate what this particular Senate building, including our council. The way things are being done, especially on paper, you realize that things are faster than before. If you give a letter to the Vice Chancellor, send a mail to the Vice Chancellor, just expect that mail to be out in the next few hours. That is just one thing. If you have a problem, he will call you. Relationship with staff is fantastic because I have seen situations when a lecturer cannot even see his Vice Chancellor. In this university, even a graduate assistant can talk to the Vice Chancellor directly. And this is not unconnected with his kind of humility. We have a situation when maybe contracts is being given to contractors. It delays because maybe the Vice Chancellor of the university is involved in one malpractice or the other. It is not happening in this university. No single penny is being begged or is being given to the Vice Chancellor, and therefore a contractor has to do the needful. There are so many things, like I said, we cannot exhaust in just few seconds or minutes. We can form a standard book of many volumes on his achievement actually. But like I said, I'm talking straight to what actually I know and I'm deeply involved in.